I'm going to show you how you can use the clusters from the clusterurl.com as a way to track or manage the cool screener tutorials that you're going to find on the screener website. And this really comes in handy, for example, if you're an Articulate user, because we've got a number of tutorials and maybe you want to have a way to manage those that you find. So first thing you need is Firefox, and then download the Cluster Tabs add-on to Firefox, which I've done. And then you can go ahead and manage and track your screener tutorials. So let's say I'm on the screener website and I realize here that Dave Anderson has done some really cool screencasts on audio files in Presenter. And so I want to go ahead and save those. Now there's a couple of ways I can do them from Screener. One is I can just bookmark them in my browser toolbar. If I'm using a social bookmarking tool like Digo, I can go ahead and bookmark them that way. In this case, I can also go to the website, and I'm on David's screen, or his screener stream, and I can go ahead and grab the user feed for that, and then I could use it with my Google Reader or Feedly or whatever feed reader that you might be using. But what if you just want to keep a few tutorials? So like in this case, he has a good series on just audio wave files with Presenter, and I want to keep those separated. I want to send them to somebody. So this is where Cluster really comes in handy. So let's go to a tutorial. So here's one he has on troubleshooting wave files. And then I click over on this tutorial, and he has one on importing multiple audio files. So what I'm going to do is I'm just going to go ahead and drag one of these tabs on top of the other one. And now you notice Cluster is going to go ahead and create a page that has those two tabs on it. And there's a lot of other information you can get from the Cluster website on what you can do with those tabs, because it's actually pretty cool. But I'm just going to go ahead and drag all of those audio tabs onto the one Cluster page. So this way they're all together for me. I don't care about any other ways to use it. I just want to keep these 5 tabs together and have quick access to them. So I'm going to go ahead and add a title, and we'll just call it Presenter Audio. And I can even put via screener, so I know where they came from. I'll go ahead and add that as a title. So now that I have as a title, I can add a description for it. So I can say, screener tutorials of Presenter, or we'll say Articulate Presenter, so I can be a little bit more specific. So Articulate Presenter 09 audio. And then you can add whatever you want to. You want to put tags in there, so if you want to put tags, you can do Articulate is a good tag, Presenter, audio, whatever you want to. You could say PowerPoint if you want to do that. So it's easier to search. You can put whatever you want to do. Go ahead and hit submit. And now you've got this screener page that you can share, or this Presenter audio page that you can share through Cluster. So you get a unique URL, and you can just keep adding to that, and then the URL would just have the new tabs as you add them. The other thing that's kind of neat about this is that you can create a widget, and then you can take that widget then and embed it on your web pages. So let's go ahead. If I show widgets for this cluster, then I'm going to get this. I get a JavaScript page that I can create a badge, or here I can create the HTML code, and I can embed it on a wiki or a blog or into a web page, whatever I want to. And then I'm going to get something that looks like this, and so then it's easy for people to click on that. They'll know what's in there and they can click on it. So it's a good way to sort those tutorials. So maybe you want to do just Presenter tutorials, and then you have this on a web page, and then you can just do Quizmaker tutorials and you have that on a web page, or PowerPoint tutorials, or you can be a little bit more specific and sort it by Presenter Audio or Quizmaker, Flash Movies, or whatever you want to do. But it's a pretty handy tool, and it's easy to use, and it's a quick way to share and keep track of some of those tutorials that you've liked through Screener.